Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we looked at the common traps that make certification study harder than it needs to be. Now we will introduce the system we will use to fix those problems. The system is called SCORE. SCORE stands for Scope the Exam, Capture the Knowledge, Organize the Plan, Retrieve and Practice, and Evaluate and Improve. It is simple enough to remember, but complete enough to guide your preparation. The rest of the course will show you how to apply each step in a practical way. SCORE gives your study process structure. SCOPE helps you define the exam target. Capture helps you turn resources into usable study material. Organize helps you build a plan that fits real life. Retrieve and Practice helps you move beyond recognition into memory and application. Evaluate and Improve helps you use evidence from practice, errors, and readiness checks. Without a structure, certification study can become a pile of resources and good intentions. With SCORE, every part of your preparation has a job. The first step is scope the exam. Before you study deeply, understand the target. Locate the official exam guide, exam objectives, or blueprint. Look for domains, domain weights, skills measured, and question styles. This prevents random studying. For example, if a cloud exam heavily emphasizes architecture and security, those areas should receive focused time, more practice, and more readiness checks. Scoping the exam helps you study based on exam value, not just comfort or guesswork. The second step is capture the knowledge. This does not mean copying everything into long notes. It means converting your resources into active study outputs. A video lesson can become recall questions. A documentation page can become a decision rule or comparison table. A lab can become a reflection about what you configured, why it mattered, and what could go wrong. This step prevents passive consumption. You are not just watching or reading. You are creating material you can retrieve, review, and practice later. The third step is organize the plan. Busy professionals need a plan that survives real life. That means identifying real study windows, matching tasks to energy levels, working backward from the exam date, and building in spaced review. It also means creating a minimum routine for overloaded days. The point is not to create a perfect schedule. The point is to create a repeatable one. When the week gets messy, the plan should help you recover instead of making you feel like you failed. The fourth step is retrieve and practice. This is where you test whether you can actually remember and apply the material. Active recall, flashcards, practice questions, teach back, mixed practice, and timed mini-sets all help make your readiness visible. Practice should not wait until the final week. Early practice shows what needs attention. Wrong answers are not just mistakes. They are feedback. When you review them carefully and track patterns, practice becomes one of your best study tools. The fifth step is evaluate and improve. This is where you use evidence instead of guessing. Readiness should not be based only on finishing a course or feeling familiar with the material. Look at practice trends, domain performance, repeated errors, timing, confidence, and your ability to explain and apply key concepts. Then use that evidence to plan final review. If the signals are strong, you can move toward exam day. If the signals are mixed, you know exactly what to strengthen next. Before moving into the next section, complete a quick SCORE snapshot. Write your certification exam under Scope. List your first study resources under Capture. Write your realistic study windows under Organize. Choose one practice method under Retrieve, such as flashcards, practice questions, teach back, or labs. Then choose one way to track progress under Evaluate, such as an error log, practice tracker, or readiness checklist. You do not need to complete the full system yet. This snapshot simply gives you a starting point for the rest of the course. That wraps up this lesson. Before you move on, choose one action you can apply to your own certification study plan. If you want the full step-by-step system, check out my Udemy course, How to Study for IT Certifications. Use the course link in the description for the best price. The course walks through the score system to help you study with more structure, practice, and confidence. Thanks for watching, and best wishes on your certification journey.